Alright, this one ought to be quick. As the old folks say, I'm still letting my food digest. I'm getting at that age. You don't remember that shit as a kid, especially on Thanksgiving or Christmas? You gotta let your food digest. Christmas or whatever, even if it's just a Sunday dinner. You gotta let my food digest. Plus, I didn't even eat that much. But anyway. So back to the other subject. Alright, cause you know I get started. Once I get started, I gotta get started. So I gotta catch my breath. I ain't do nothing but just eat a little bit of food. But anyway.
If you take a look and you speak to the banks, and you will, I hope you speak to the banks.
Now the thing is, I had to stop fucking with Forbes. But like I said, I made up some new channels because they kept giving me a strike and suspending my channel. And I made up my new channel so I can leave comments. And so this is the reason I stopped. Matter of fact, the video I just made, that's the reason I stopped going on Forbes. Because I end up arguing, with all these trolls. They keep saying, it's just like they do in real life. Just like in real life, they keep doing. They stick to the lie. First is like, okay, now this one is the indictment for fraud with Trump. It's like, why would you want to support that as a black person? I explained how the real estate game worked with investing. And that's exactly what he did. He didn't do anything wrong. He did everything like he was supposed to. Like I said, I didn't realize I was doing the same thing on the level of Trump, but it is just, way obviously like 0.1000 whatever percent of what he had. But it's the same exact rules. It ain't just New York. Cause think about it, you buying an old ass house or this old ass apartment building, you got to tell somebody got to say how much it's gonna be worth after. You're not overvaluation. It's not fraud. This bitch is stupid. That's how it been working. Somebody has to look and see, yeah, once you get it painted, once you get the inside fixed, the guts, once you fix if the sidewalk or the parking lot, put some sod down and grow some grass, it's gonna be worth $300,000. But in the condition it's in now, the person selling it, they only can sell it for $90,000. Or $90,000, somebody might want to buy it and tear it down and put up some new shit. And it's called speculation, real estate speculation. Like I said, dumb black folks, oh yeah, we gonna get them. We got them this time. No, you don't. You stupid. And like I said, that means what you're doing would make it harder in the future for a young black woman or black man who want to start real estate, at part-time, they got a job or whatever, a career. But if these rules, if they're able to do what they're doing now just to get Trump, in the future, they really will be able to say, you know what, since you did it to us, now the rules done changed forever. You like, well, if they get people that now, no, people, we're tired of y'all. We're tired of this little shit, this stupid shit. We're tired, you fucked up your life and we supposed to be upset because you broke. It's not even petty.
They have one property that's worth anywhere from 50 to 100.
And now he's explaining, and just like that video I made last week, that's why they gave me a strike or whatever. He's saying the exact same. Every real estate investor or anybody that's studied about it knows that it doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the amount of money you're dealing with. And the level now, you got to hire attorneys, tax attorneys, and this and that. When you first start, you can do it yourself. Oh, I got 2 properties. That's the only thing that changed, is the amount of money you touching. And the amount of employees you might have and this and that. So now you got to get an accountant to do that shit for you. You know, before you could just do QuickBooks or some shit, but now you gotta, you gotta hire somebody. But you should have enough money to do all that, unless you just stupid and wanna, go to prison for fraud or tax evasion or something like that.
An attempt to hurt me in an election. It's an attempt to hurt me in an election. It's never happened before, where President of the United States leaves office and gets indicted. And the reason I got indicted was that I ran. If I didn't run, I'd be sitting right now at a beach like Biden does every time, even though he's supposed to be working. So very simply put, it's a witch hunt. It's a disgrace. We have a corrupt attorney general in this state. You see how she does? This trial was railroaded and fast-tracked. This trial could have been brought years ago, but they waited till I was right in the middle of my campaign. The same with other trials and indictments. It's all run by DOJ, which is corrupt in Washington. Everything goes through them. They're all corrupt people. Frankly, our country is corrupt. And that's one of the reasons I'm running. We're going to straighten it out. They have one property that's worth
And so this fool,
anywhere from 50 to 100.
I was, had the video down before he was already looking over. It was a fool just drove by, look like a Mexican. And I don't want to hear YouTube, oh, you dehumanizing. If he's a Mexican, he's a Mexican. If he's black, he's black. But he's riding in a landscaping truck. And he's already, as soon as the truck gets here, he's already looking over here just now. But I had the video, the phone, pointing down. And if I would have had my other phone, I could pull that shit up because it was facing that way. But I doubt if it caught it. He looking hard and shit, and again, that's what they mad about. Because, if I'm listening to Trump, because they know what's finna happen. It's finna be a roundup next year. By the end of 2025, 2024, it's gonna be a roundup. Go back. They want to go back home. They don't want to stay here. I'm telling you, they going back home with the money they got. Most of them probably gonna leave on their own.
100 times what this judge put down as a value. Put down a value $18 million, and the property's probably worth, could be anywhere from 50 to 100 times more than that. And a lot of those numbers could even be low. We have other properties, the same thing, so he devalued everything. I didn't even put in my best asset, which is the brand, in terms of value. Coca-Cola, take a look at their value. They have a value. The value of their brand is more than everything else. But
This is just like you said. They could get mad, but he's telling the truth. He's right. His name, Trump. We all, like I said, since we was kids in the 80s, Trump Casino, Trump, even if it fails. Coke done made some shit that fails. But like you said, the value of their company, just the name alone is valued. And he's right. Again, he's telling the truth. Again, stupid ass niggas. That's the fucking truth. Why would you want to make it harder for people to be entrepreneurs? Don't you want, if your kid wants to be an entrepreneur, don't you want it to be easy, not easy where it's so easy where they can fail, but you want, if they know what they're doing, they can make it. But you so nasty and evil, you rather fuck up the future for your kids and grandkids just because you fucked up your life? Like I said, Coke, remember Coke Zero back in the 80s? They had failures. Just like Trump had failures. That's what make you good. You have a failure, you keep going. Oh, whatever the fuck. Remember Vanilla Coke? Vanilla Coke was nasty. Cherry Coke was good, but Vanilla Coke wasn't, that was another failure. Everybody have a failure. Bunch of failures. But like you said, the name, like you said, Coke, I ain't even thinking that till just now. That's what he's saying. It's a fraud. That's what I'm saying. These people are stupid. And these people, that's why, like I said, that's why I stopped fucking with Forbes. And the only reason they popped up again, because I'm start hitting them again with the do not recommend. I don't even want to go, it's just the people that just keep, like I said, in comments, no, he's a fraud right now. He's a fraud, he frauded. See, yeah, he is a criminal. It's just like, why are these people? This word flag should fly upside down. This nation is in distress, it seems. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody come by. What you gotta look at me for? I ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't got shit today. Ain't no need to look at me.
Together. My brand is extremely valuable. I didn't even use it in my financials. If I wanted to build up a financial statement, I would have built it up by using brand in addition to everything else. We have the greatest properties. We have among the greatest properties in the world, and I have to go through this for political reasons. This judge is a politician. He comes out of the clubs. He's running unopposed. The reason he's unopposed is because he's getting Trump. They always run opposed. He's getting Trump. The bosses say, don't run against this guy. He's doing great. He's getting Trump. But he overplayed his hand, and he should be investigated for what he's done. What he did in undervaluing these properties is a disgrace to our nation.
Oh, okay. So he undervalued them. See, now we're starting to see that's what I said last week when I told y'all I learned all about investing. The judge gave the values to the price. He's not an appraiser. Okay, and see, somebody left a stupid comment. Well, somebody left a good comment like, does the judge have a license in appraising? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said I stopped fucking with Forbes. Now look at all the responses. A stupid, trying to sound smart. Palm Beach County assessor, New York City. How you going to assess? Well, is their license state? Nah, you licensed in your state as an oppressor, not oppressor, assessor. Yeah, that's stay on subject and quit deflecting. What the hell? See, that what was that? That's why I stopped fucking with this channel. Deflecting. That is a valid question because it said just right here that the judge gave an assessment. And the judge could be an assessor in the part-time because he probably could have did it as a lawyer or maybe even when he was in college. And you know, he's still an assessor. He might not do it no more, but
investigated for what he's done. What he did in undervaluing these properties is a disgrace to our nation. This shouldn't be a case. One other thing, we have a clause in the contract which tells essentially buyer beware. The contract is very, very, if you take a look and you speak to the banks, and you will, I hope you speak to the banks because the banks got paid in full. I hope you speak to the banks. But we have
and that's another thing. The banks gave him the money. They didn't have no problem. So he told the truth. That means it wasn't no fraud. How is there fraud of overvaluating your worth and property, whatever that you're getting a loan for? And like I said, I keep explaining. So you went to a real estate loan investor because usually regular banks don't mess with that shit. They want it